it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
All right, we are back here for part 2, covering night 2 of Summerslam 2025. I thought it was a little bit better than night 1, but although that's not saying a whole lot. But
no.
They did have really good house for the 2 nights, over 50,000 each night. So they had about 100 some. I think Stephanie came out later and said. So they had some pretty good crowds. Big business, obviously. And,
poor fans.
Poor fans who paid all that money for all these shows.
They're going to have to pay more to watch WWE programming, which is something we can talk about later.
Well, we'll talk about it right now, Ollie. I mean, the deal that they made with ESPN for WWE, and I know I've raised this as a concern when they made the Netflix deal, is what are they going to do with their video library? And the move to ESPN, which ESPN is starting ESPN streaming, coming out in September. WWE will be on their Mania 2026 will be the first time the pay-per-views will be on the streaming in the States. But, I mean, you're talking about a big price
Who owns them?
Who owns them?
WWE owns them, right?
WWE, they made a deal for 5 years or so for a pretty nice pay increase from what they were getting from Peacock to go and put the pay-per-views on ESPN streaming.
Yeah, I think it was like a 1.8 times offer that they had originally.
So it's a noticeable increase, right? It's big business, but at the same time, you're passing that off to the consumers who, if you have cable, you're going to be able to get this ESPN streaming to no additional cost. So that's, fine for people like you and I. We have regular cable. But as of current, if you have YouTube TV, which I know a lot of people get their, cable television from YouTube TV, it's not going to be included on YouTube TV as of right now.
So now some people can be paying for Netflix and for Raw.
Well, it's going to be...
you have to have Netflix to get Raw. But now if you're going to want to watch the pay-per-views, you're going to have to shell out an additional $30 a month to some consumers. Now, a lot of people have a cable subscription. You guys have cable. I have cable. A lot of people have...
it doesn't affect us at all.
It doesn't affect...
I understand that.
But it affects a lot of consumers out there who are going to have to pay more money.
Yeah,
and
dude. So it says ESPN is paying TKO's WWE an average of $325 million per year for 5 years.
That's crazy money. I mean, it's good for them to make the money, but at the same time,
that's also with them is they're putting their feet in a couple different baskets, which also making companies compete for them.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like they're on Netflix over here, ESPN now over here. Now it's like, okay, ESPN, Netflix, who wants our library?
Yeah.
I know, but think about it for your fans though. For your fans, if you want to watch Raw, you need a Netflix subscription now. If you want to watch the pay-per-views, you're going to need to pay another $30 a month. Then Peacock, if you want the library, if the library's staying on there or whatever happens to that, like.
I think
I hope that damn library stays on Peacock.
Well, I think a lot of the library hack is going to be moved to YouTube. They've been doing a lot with the WWE Vault account, and I think the money on YouTube, which YouTube, people love YouTube, and there's a lot of opportunities there for advertising on YouTube. I think a lot of the older content that does get watched, like the ECW, I know ECW content is some of the most watched older, Vault content that they have. But things like, Mid-South Wrestling or World Class Championship Wrestling or old Saturday Night's Main Events from the 80s, like these things, if people don't have the physical copies of them, physical media matters. So, people might lose opportunities to watch this stuff if you don't hunt it down. Because Peacock, who knows what's going to happen with all the archives.
I mean, I'd imagine if you're Netflix should and will want that. You would think. Or ESPN, either one of them.
I don't know how much it's getting watched, and I think that's ultimately like do we want this on one of our servers? Is it picking
up? Or they cut a deal with YouTube and put it all on YouTube somehow.
Right, and I think that might be the avenue that they take with it. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying there.
And I think that they're going to look to this deal did not include NXT premium live events. This is just WWE pay-per-views. So are they going to cut a separate deal for NXT premium live events?
Yeah, because it's like if they put their whole library on YouTube, does that help people? Does that help YouTube out with people paying for YouTube Premium for without ads?
Probably.
So they can watch the shit without ads.
It could.
You know, so they could probably work out something with YouTube pretty substantial.
How much do you pay for no ads?
I don't know what the cost is.
I forget what it is for YouTube Premium, but I know a lot of people who have it because they watch a lot of YouTube.
Well,
people
you
don't
get
have
YouTube
cable.
Music with it, and so a lot of people use it for music and stuff like that, and whatever, and like.
This whole concept, though, of cord cutting, I think when this concept came around like 10, 15 years ago when streaming started, people were like, oh, this is great, I won't spend money. And now it's just these companies have found ways to bang you for money no matter what. They weren't going to lose their money. It's just like, hey, you're going to watch stuff? I'm going to bang you for it over here. I'm going to bang you for it over here. I'm going to bang you for it over here.
Well, yeah, you pay X amount for Netflix. You pay X amount for ESPN. You pay X amount for Apple TV. You pay X amount for Amazon. You pay X amount for Peacock. Pay X amount for Disney. You pay X amount for HBO. Like,
what's our bill? 300. Is it without
300
pay-per-views?
So, well, we get everything because Peacock's like included.
I thought we
in
pay for MMAs.
Well, the MMAs,
okay.
those are
All right.
separate, like the UFCs and shit like that. But like standard package, like what we have all the sports shit, HBO, Showtime. We get Peacock with it and like Netflix with it, and it's like $300.
Yeah, and then like think about this too, the NFL and ESPN, that whole deal that they just put together too. It's
dude, I'm scared. I saw something today that like. ESPN.
I thought they were done.
ESPN they drove their own fucking.
Well, Disney owns them.
Well, Disney's going to spin them off. They're going to sell ESPN.
But they got rid of so many contracts in the last freaking couple of years. That's what they were done.
What they're doing is they're acquiring asset deals. So the NFL just bought 10% equity of them with this deal. It wasn't for money.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They're buying 10% of ESPN. Disney's going to spin them off and sell them to someone else as a separate entity, and they're going to be giant. And they're saying with the WWE deal, they're like, okay, what can we do to provide content and what has known fan bases? And
well, it's smart by them. I'm just scared that they're going to run it to the ground like they did their own channel. They ran that. Now they bought Red Zone. I hope they don't fucking kill Red Zone.
Well,
and they bought WWE. I hope they don't kill that too.
Well, I think. The games are the games, and whether or not you or I like certain talking heads on ESPN or the streaming television that they have.
Well, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Games are the games. They picked up 3 more NFL games too in that deal.
Right, and what that deal also gives them a leg up on all of the other networks, is it ensures them a place forever with the NFL as long as the NFL has equity in them.
Yeah.
The NFL's not going to not give them Monday Night Football. So it ensures that deal will get done again for Monday Night Football.
Yeah, unless they end up selling ESPN.
Yeah, but I said as long as they have that equity. Now, it also ensures that they have the Super Bowl, and they're in the Super Bowl rotation. So it ensures them a seat at that table. And it's a great deal for ESPN. The NFL has wanted to get rid of the NFL Network for the last 10 or 15 years. It's been a losing property for them because cable television subscriptions are at the lowest that they have ever been. In modern times, more and more people are not getting cable. So it's interesting stuff, and I think it sucks for the consumer because
it's all going to cost more people. That's it.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, I have a feeling cable may come back. I mean, like I said, you're paying all these fucking things anyway that are going to equal amount to that. Now, I know you can, I guess, like unsubscribe to like things at a time if you want to or whatever, and like I'm not going to like. Oh, I'll buy Red Zone for the 4 months that it's on, and I'll drop like Paramount Plus for 4 months or whatever.
But you got to be savvy, and you got to like, I got to. They count on you.
Next thing you know, you'll be paying for 7 different things.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know. If I wasn't a sports fan, I wouldn't have cable. I have cable because I'm a sports fan, and that's what I watch. Yeah, 99% of the time on television. Sports.
Hack's completely illiterate when it comes to changing. Changing fucking like streaming services. He would have no shot.
No, I'm a little better now.
Well, yeah, you're a little bit better now, but still.
But only in the last like 6 months. Well, since the boys been here, I had to learn how to work that one TV.
There you go.
The grandkids.
No, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and I hope the library has staying power somewhere, whether it's Peacock or
please.
YouTube. Yes, please, because otherwise we're going to have to be burning DVDs to cover shows here on the podcast.
Seriously,
we're going to have to deal with
Gunky's going to be burning DVDs.
Yeah, LimeWire.
Well, I have some good links to send you guys for ECW shows with the old music and stuff. That,
But I know where to find those videos, Tosh. You don't need to send me any of those.
The dark web that gives us those links. SummerSlam Night 2 kicked off with the Women's World Title, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. Now, I like this match a lot. I thought that this match was maybe the best thing on the show. Part of my issue with some of the booking is, how many women's three-way matches are we gonna get?
Right, exactly.
And it seems like a booking crutch to me to just throw in a three-way. And I like the match and I like the performance, but man, did I hate this finish of the pin stealing. I am so over a three-way match ending with a pin being stolen from the person that made the move before it. If I never see that finish for the next couple of years, I'd be happy.
There's a problem in this. I got a big problem with, who's the black girl? What's her name?
Naomi.
Dude, she doesn't. I figured out what her problem is. She thinks being a heel is making faces. She thinks that all it is. She doesn't know how to work to be a heel. Now what? Think about the difference between that match, what she works, and the way what's her name's working. Seth's wife works.
Yeah.
As a heel.
Right.
Arms going everywhere, flying everywhere. You know what I mean? Naomi doesn't know how to work as being a heel. All she thinks is being faces is
well,
what
I
a
know
heel
she's
is.
never been a like she's never been.
I thought.
No, but that's a great point, though, Hack. Like,
This is her first time being heel. Correct?
yes, and her performance.
So maybe that's why I think she's a shit. Wait, when she just turned heel. When she first came back a year ago, because I hadn't known her. Because she was
in
injured.
Sasha's stable in like 2016 with Tamina. They were all heels.
Okay, so she had limited heel work
then-
prior.
But that's like a group
And
heel.
then maybe like once or twice.
Okay, so she has worked a little heel, but to your point though, Hack, it hasn't been her specialty, and she does the same moves that she does as a face as a heel, and she gets her stuff in.
Yeah, sure.
And it's not that it's executed poorly, but it's not heel
Nobody
work.
wants to see heel do a split. You know, and they just.
Nah, dude, Logan's split's the greatest looking thing ever.
Oh,
when he does that.
We'll talk about that.
Dude, that's
already did Logan.
Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing I think ever. Like the weirdest move, him doing that split.
I know it is. It's gay.
Is Io Sky one of the best workers in the business or what?
Yes,
She is fucking.
she's
great.
She might be my
Her
favorite.
and Rhea both.
It would have been
Rhea
way,
is
the
awesome,
match would have
too.
been way better without the girl we were just talking about.
Naomi. If it was just a straight up Io and Rhea match,
Yeah, that's a good match.
yeah, it is.
Well, we've seen it 100 times.
Dude, we've seen a lot of this before. So,
Yeah.
Well, good saying.
there was a great Sky hitting her Rhea with the moonsault, and Naomi cradled her for
The
a
boot
2 count.
spot where Naomi slid on her knees and
Really
had
good.
the boot on.
Didn't they do that
Io.
twice? Kind of. They did.
I don't know.
two
They did.
slides.
That was like really early.
Yeah, that one was early, yeah.
That was a really good time spot.
They got me on
Looked
that
good.
one.
The,
was like, "Alright,
the
nice."
finish of this, Rhea has her up from the top rope to set up a top rope riptide, but then Naomi stole the pin with a roll up. How long did they go in this one? Oh, this was a little long.
16-21.
I was gonna say 15. Yeah.
I really like the work in this though. Like, it wasn't as good as the Mania 3-way at all, or the Evolution one. This was fun though, and I think it was. I think it was my favorite match on the show. I'm gonna go 4 stars for it. Ollie?
I'm gonna give it like a 3. Maybe a little underwhelming. I don't know if that's because like the last 2 women's 3-ways that we've seen have been
great.
so good.
Like 5s.
And
The
I know,
Evolution one was awesome.
and I know you can't like just copy and paste those matches. Like with this, like you have to kind of like slow the pace down a little bit, kind of do something a little different. None of the work was like really, really bad. Maybe a couple hitches here and there, and like timing a little bit off. So it was solid though. So I mean, like a 3, I think is pretty good.
Okay. Hack?
2.5. Too many hitches.
Too many hitches?
Yeah,
Really?
I think I don't like the. It takes too long most of the time to get that pump handle off the top rope and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so, a lot of these top rope moves, it's like, seriously, the other person that's taking the move is like getting up there themselves most of the time.
Yeah, doing a lot of the work for
and she's done it the last like 4 or 5.
It's overdone.
And when she does a girl stick, most of them don't even jump for him, and it doesn't even really look that great.
This one I thought looked good,
Yeah.
but it's just been.
Yeah, I just hate the pin stealing though.
That too. I don't.
The pin stealing is the weakest finish. It's a really bad finish.
And I know you're trying to tell the story, like, because Michael Cole said it, like, oh, Rhea's snake bitten, like, she can't win. You know, like, I guess, like, that's obviously the story you're trying to tell. Like, she goes to pin Io because she's never been Io before, and then Naomi's like, nah, gotcha. Like, as part of the three-way, you know, thing again, like it happened with Bianca, you know, previously, and then the cash in or whatever. Like, I get it, like, but I agree with you. I don't like it at all. I thought the match was okay. I had a couple decent spots, but I would like, I'll give it a 2.
2? Okay. Yeah. I was way more.
All right, things are looking brighter here in the second half.
I was way more bullish on that match than you guys were.
I thought it was fine.
I liked it a lot, man. I thought there were some really good spots in that. But yeah, up next on the show was the WWE Tag Team Title TLC match.
Oh, wait a minute. And also in this match, you can see that Mommy she was waiting for girls in this match to do spots. At least 3 different times, Mommy's like, all right, let's go.
The timing was off a lot.
Yeah. That was my biggest thing about the. Well, that's why I gave it the 2.5. Mommy was like a step ahead of everybody in that match.
Okay. The WWE Tag Team Title TLC match between the Wyatt Six, the Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, and Andrade, your boy Hack, and Ray Phoenix.
Too many teams.
How weak is tag team wrestling right now?
Oh God, it's bad. And when you just
just in WWE.
No, in general.
It's brutal. We've been talking about it for a while.
In general.
Like, just watching all these teams come out, nobody's getting a pop.
Dude, we were watching it, not a single team got a pop.
Like,
nobody. I mean, the Hardys and Dudleys got bigger pops than anybody in the match.
Yeah, like...
Nobody got a pop. This is just
really, really weak right now.
Well, it's just thrown together. And it's just, hey, let's get everybody on. And instead of building up a division, building up some matches. Now, I think there's been some good tag wrestling in AW between the Outrunners and FTR.
Yeah.
I thought last night...
Who's the strongest tag team?
I'm just talking about, though, as a whole. It's like...
It's not good.
It's dead right now. Like, absolutely
I know.
dead.
I can't think of a super strong tag team. Who's the strongest tag teams in both companies?
Well, I mean, right now, you know, we got the Hurt Business, but I don't think their work's great.
Lashley and Shelton.
But I think Bandito and Brody King now, I think there's something to that team.
I haven't seen them yet.
Oh God, they tore it up with the Bucks last night, and they beat them. They beat the Bucks clean, and it was a great match.
Anyway, but Brody's great.
Brody's great, and let me tell you, that match was really good. And I think the Outrunners and FTR is great.
FTR is great.
The Outrunners and the FTR had a match in Collision a couple weeks back that was like, man, this is tag team wrestling. I think it. But like for this,
yeah, but nobody's in like the Heart Foundation or something anymore. You know what I mean? They're not like just like.
Dude, there's nothing.
The Outrunners give me that feel.
Nothing. But I don't know. You guys are right. I didn't even think about it until you said it.
In WWE though, man, these teams, and it's not just that I don't like the Motor City Machine Guns. Good workers. Axiom and Frazier in NXT, really good workers.
I've never heard of the dude Frazier.
Oh, he's good.
Before.
He's really good.
Where's he from? Like, where'd he come from? Was he in NXT?
Yeah, he was an NXT guy.
NXT guy?
Where?
Trained by Seth Rollins.
Oh, he's a Rollins trainer. Okay, the Gunk, man. Look at you. I love the kids. It's great. Great contributions here from the Gunk. But
like Street Profits good?
Well, the Street Profits bother me so much because there's no reason Ford should still be teaming with Dawkins.
Yeah.
Ford should be in the main events right now.
Yeah.
They should have done this 2 years ago because that guy's got superstar written all over him.
And he's being held down by that. And I don't think Angelo's like a bad, like a horrible worker.
He's fine, but he's the B side of the tag team.
Right, and it's like, dude, you got a potential superstar in Ford just sitting there.
I really thought he was going to get the push like 2 Rumbles ago.
Ford?
Yeah,
he should have.
And being like one of like the last guys in there, maybe not even winning, but just like being one of the last, like, maybe 3 in there and really getting the push from there. And
the fact that they don't see
a Jey Uso
yeah,
or something.
dude, the fact they don't see dollar signs in a guy like that, and if you look at the roster, it's an aged roster. It's a lot of older guys that are at the top of this card. And it's like, well, you got to start thinking about tomorrow and the future.
Well, the
and
girls they got tomorrow.
I know they have that,
guys?
the women.
Yeah, the guys.
So etched in stone.
But a guy like Montez Ford, I'd say, man, this is who we need to be investing in. Is pushing somebody like this, who I know he can work, and he's got superstar.
And he's got charisma. He's got like the everything.
And this match, I mean, like, what can you like? It's a TLC match, and
with 8 million people.
And part of my issue with this card here on night 2 is you have 2 nights with all these matches, and for some reason you decide to book all 4 matches.
The cage match, the TLC,
the 2 street fights.
Yeah,
the whole card was an ECW card. That's one of my notes.
I know, but why?
It was like a hard.
It's like you're doing the back-to-back tag matches on the first night, and then you're doing the TLCs, the street fights, the cage match. And like,
you got 3 tag matches on the first show, and you got 4 plunder matches on the second show.
Who's booking that? Separate them. Do 2 and 2. The main event of this night is a street fight. Why is the Becky match going 30 minutes when it's a street fight? And none of this makes any sense.
And you're having a cage match and a TLC match on the same card.
And it's like, dude, the TLC
back to back.
I know. And realistically, the TLC match probably should have opened this show on the second night.
Yeah,
and then just to get that out of the way. And then you go from there, but like...
And I think...
these structures are all fucked up.
I know I've said this before about ladder matches, man, but is there a more done-to-death stipulation than ladder matches?
Well, not only that,
when
10 different guys have their hands on the belts and they're just waiting there for somebody to come up, and it's like, dude, you can pull the belt off. Like,
I know, wait.
Like,
I'm thinking about the rules. Is it pull the belts off, or is it you have to take the thing off the hook?
I've never seen that before. I was wondering why they were fucking up there so many times.
To my knowledge, no announcer clarified.
I think it's take them off the hook.
Well, yeah, obviously, because that's what they're doing. Because everybody in the match,
I've never seen it like that before.
I've seen it like that.
You have?
But it's pretty recent, though. But everybody in the match, I'm pretty sure, had their hands on the belts, holding them
multiple times.
And it's just like, dude.
They did some good spots in this.
The best spot. What was I have a best spot in the match.
The Spanish Fly that
what's his name? Getting the Andrade on the guy's shoulder, going after the belts.
Ray Phoenix hopped on
instead of using the ladder.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was the best spot of the match.
I like Ciampa hanging on there too. Ciampa when he was hanging on there was good. I like the.
Candice LeRae going through the Sawzall.
God, dude! They can't whack it that much. There's no give. It's just straight boom to the floor.
Dude, and if you saw, like, it was like cutting like 6 different spots too.
Dude, if that's a real like not gig ladder, she's pinballing right off of that thing.
Or just bending the ladder and going in.
You can't cut it. You can't whack it so much, dude.
It literally cut in a
I know,
folded in a perfect
hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I'll tell you what, these guys were bumping their ass off, and the crowd wasn't really invested in it. I kind of felt bad for them at a point where I'm like,
why would you be invested in it?
Well, I know, but they're killing themselves, and I'm like, you're killing yourself for who, for what? And when I'm watching this,
I know, it's like, dude, if you're going to do this match, make it 3 teams.
Right, doesn't need to be this
there's
many.
6 teams, right? 6 teams.
It was to get everybody on the card
like,
special, and
the corner jump to the ladder was cool too. That was our boy, right?
Ford.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh, and I don't know if you noticed that for some reason on the first night, the ring posts had the silver covering. You know where how Logan jumped off the ring post on the jelly roll? That silver coloring with the circle. The second night, no covers on any of the ring posts. I don't know if that had to do with the plunder. The plunder matches.
Could have been for the cage. It's
that's a good point. But yeah, so.
But the cage was there night 1. Still.
Yeah, it was there night 1.
No, but it probably doesn't. Those coverings
Can't
don't
down
fit
on
behind the things.
How did we not mention yet the fucking complete miss of the ladder.
The back body
on the
spot.
back body drop.
Yeah.
And well, they went to it again.
Yeah.
They went outside, they grabbed him, threw him in, and went right back to it.
Usually, like, a finger or a hand touches the ladder.
Nothing.
Like, dude, there was not a single part of the. I was pissing
It
myself.
looked like he was gonna hit it.
I
too.
know.
It was like a curveball.
Like a big wind gust came up and like blew him like went to the right. Like it was, dude. Me and Oliver were fucking cracking up.
Dude, we
was
started
great.
cracking up as soon as we saw. Like I've never seen that.
No.
Like not a single part of a fingernail even touched the ladder. Like,
No.
and they were close.
Yeah. I can't, like, Gacy went up and got the belts at the end there. How long did this one go? It went a
It
while.
was 16.
Like, these guys killed themselves for it, and I don't even think it was, like, I'm not going to remember this match in a week.
I hope I don't.
Yeah.
If I didn't have these notes, I pretty much would have. I would remember the Andre spot.
I'm going 2 stars for it, man.
Andres.
We all knew.
Unbelievable.
We all knew.
I did a run.
I did a run.
No, what he said. I actually didn't know what he said.
You didn't
Andre.
know
I'm like,
Andre? Rufus over
And
here.
you're
was
gonna
thinking
do
Andre the
flashcards
Giant.
with the kids on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm going 2. What do you give it, Ollie?
Dude, this is 0.
Oh, man.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a shame because, like, a tables, ladder, chairs match is something that's supposed to be, like, entertaining.
Yeah.
And, like, to your point, the ladder match is probably overdone now,
Totally.
like, as it is. But, like, too many people and just nothing that makes sense. Like, nobody's invested in any of these tag teams. You have to get people invested in your tag team division before you even want to think about doing a match like this.
Right. It should
Great
be a
point.
blow-off.
And putting it on a SummerSlam. Yeah,
That's
like
a
this,
great point,
this
Ollie.
needs to be a blow-off match between 3 teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Hardy's, like how they used to do it.
Yeah, remember when the Wyatt Six were murdering people in the backstage?
God. That's that. I listen. I
They
like.
should have from the beginning.
They should have
I
axed
hated
this
them
shit.
from day one.
Yeah.
They should have axed this shit a long time ago. The Wyatt Six stuff.
oh, dude, I don't get that. I just don't get it.
Me neither. When you go,
I just don't get it.
When you go too spooky with wrestling, like the spooky, scary characters, it doesn't work. And the Wyatts, I mean,
Yeah, like they shouldn't ever lose.
And you have
why should you? You're invincible. You're,
and you have 12 people in this match, and then you have run-ins
no.
in it as well. It's just, it's horrible. 0. Negative
stars
Yeah,
over here.
fucking
Wow. Hack.
Oh, dude, I heard ECW chant in the beginning, so I gave it a 3.
Yeah, that's because the Dudleys were front row.
Yeah, it's because Devon said testify.
No, it wasn't then. It was when they started. They did a spot, and then there was an ECW.
Yeah, there was a
Alright.
table. There was a table involved. The Slim Jim
please
See, I
table.
get better listening to the crowd.
Yeah, well, you're doing your job.
Yeah,
Ty, what do you
piped in ECW chants.
No, I don't think it was piped. That was not piped.
They
That
were
was
big
genuine.
enough to be.
Yeah. Ty, what do you give it?
0.
Wow, 0. Man, you guys hated this show.
Dude, I can't have 10 of the 12 guys in the match have with their hands on the belts and standing up there looking stupid pulling on the belts for the whole entire time.
Were the machine guns even in this match? I don't remember anything.
No,
They did
pulled
like
a-
one spot,
Yeah,
and that was it.
They were probably like,
Well, they
staying away
went through
from
the
this.
double tables, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Actually, I
guess.
was happy that somebody hit somebody in the head with a chair.
Well, and the guy
threw it?
overshot the tables.
He
They
did.
didn't go through them. They slid them off. Less bigger
WrestleMania,
bump than it needed to be.
WrestleMania 17, this was not. Okay? So, up next on the show, man, another stinker. Women's Intercontinental title match between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. I love these two's first match. And their matches have gotten progressively worse the more they worked with each other.
Just how much can you do? You can't go out there and do the same exact match that you just did. So you have to switch it up. I know you add the street fight into it, but it's not good.
But the plunder in this was...
Well, except for the hitches. Like the on the mouth, putting the chain on her mouth for the one.
Well, how
zip
about the zip
tie.
ties coming undone and her getting back into it?
Put her
would've
tape back
started.
in there.
Yeah, like what the heck was that?
And then she hangs her on the
And
ring
she should have
post.
pushed the stairs out.
Push this, yeah. So she's actually handing
Right.
it. Like, no, it's like, dude, stand up.
I know.
It's
I'm like, push the freaking stairs.
Yeah, and then when she goes to take her off, Lyra steps up and helps her stand up. It's like, dude, what are we doing? doing?
I don't know if it's because it
Because I
went.
actually like the spot how she's sitting there in the tree and hitting her with the cane. I like the idea of that, but it's like, dude, she can just stand up and get out.
I don't know if it's because this crowd was tired at this point or what. They couldn't get a reaction to save their life in this match.
Well, no. They got a reaction when they had her head and her up in the chair. They did a couple things with the chair that was good.
That was later in the match. Though, I'm saying for the
That was 30 minutes in.
And when she had the chain in her mouth and then got her with her foot on the ring post, they got a reaction for that too.
But for the majority of this match, it was
For
dead.
a 25-minute match, I mean...
I'd say the first 15 till it went to the floor was pretty dead, like crickets for these two.
And when she got beat with the wrench, like she got like a little reaction, there because it was a fucking wrench. It was probably a shitty. It wasn't even a wrench, probably.
For these two, like I said, I love their first match when it was like technical work, and they've gotten progressively diminishing results with the two of them. And I really love both these workers. But
the girl putting her hands back in there is easily fixed. Hey, hon, my hands are out. Beat the shit out of me and put my hand back in.
And retie them.
And pull it tighter. You know what I mean? Instead of freaking... Here.
Instead of
trying to do here.
Instead of making yourself look stupid.
Yeah, that was just...
Because even Michael Cole was like, oh, they came undone. And then it was like, oh no, they didn't.
Yeah.
Dude, Michael Cole...
They had the hanging spot.
He did not have a good night.
He didn't have a good night either, the two nights.
Well, yeah, but what were we getting? What did he have to deal with?
I know.
I can only make shit sound so ridiculous.
I know, and his job is to try to sell it, right? You're trying to put it over.
Can't sell shit.
If you don't have good stuff to put over, it's not going to sound
That's a fair point. Because I said it live. I'm like, listening to some of the shit he's saying. I'm like, dude, Michael, what are you talking about?
It's kind of like he was overacting to make up for the shit that's going on in the ring.
Get Wade Barrett on commentary, please.
I'm with you on that too,
Wade
Ollie.
Barrett is fucking horrible.
I'm with you too. He's overselling everything too.
Why did Corey Graves get fucking shunned?
Because he spoke out about when they made the switch to McAfee and then hot potatoed him back in and did all that. He made some comments on Twitter, and I think he got himself in the doghouse a little bit.
And he kind of,
dude, he's so much better than
I think he is too.
Wade Barrett. With Michael Cole, especially too. He's such a good heel commentator. Knows what to say, knows when to shut up. He's so much better.
Well, I wish that if you have Big E on these pre-game, post-game panels, and he's somebody who can.
That's a big black guy, right?
Yeah, okay. He's somebody who can talk and he has charisma. Give him a try at doing color. Give him a shot because I don't think you can do worse than Wade Barrett.
Wade's brutal.
This finish of the match, though,
I didn't like it.
Bayley ran down and she stopped Becky from murdering her with the crowbar.
So I didn't
like it at all.
So back-to-back plunder, back-to-back interference.
Yep. And then Lyra put Becky through the table, and then back in the ring, Bayley hit Lyra by accident, and Becky picked up the win to retain the title. Lyra's now not able to challenge Becky for the belt as long as she has it. And that was that.
At least we know we're not getting this match again.
Thank God.
We might get a three-way.
I thought the timing.
The three-way they did at Evolution was fucking awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, it was. Dude, it was probably the best three-way match, women's three-way I've ever seen was the one at Evolution.
This wasn't it. And this match sucked, in my opinion. I thought that this match was bad, and I'm going to go 1 star for it. Ollie?
1 for me. I was bored as fuck.
Yep. Hack?
What match are we doing?
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
Ty?
You never disappoint.
Yep. That's your rating for it. What match, Ty?
1.
1. Yeah,
it's just I was just bored out of my fucking mind.
The total numbers given you.
Speaking
I mean, dude, shit.
Well, hold on.
And not only you take that whole match, he gets beat with a wrench, beat with the kendo stick, put in a chair, thrown into a table, done all that stuff, and then takes 1 punch from Bayley and a pump handle slam, and that's the finish.
Yeah.
And you're 1, 2, 3.
Yes, where your body's worn down at that point.
There you
because
go.
of all those other things.
Good.
I'm your announcer.
Yeah. There you go. I get you in
Hey,
there.
I might not be a booker, but I think I can.
Oh my
replaces Wade Barrett?
You would not be able to remember anybody's names at all on the
Hack
show.
Barrett?
Andrade!
Michael Cole. Yeah, Hack, what do you think about this? What match are we watching right now?
Wait, who's this? You've been ripping your pen the whole show.
He coughed.
Yeah, man. Snot rocket on
Could you imagine
camera.
Hack and McAfee on the panel together? You wouldn't even know what the fuck was going
Well, you
on.
never hear,
He would love me.
you would never hear Hack if you blowing McAfee the whole show.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All you hear is whoop.
20 million a year?
Oh God! Up next on the show, and it didn't get better. The U.S. title match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Cage match. Just a whole lot of fucking nothing in this match.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Interference in a cage, which I
If
hate.
if I gotta see him grab him and tell him I did everything for you one more freaking time, oh my God.
Well, dude, it's a match we've seen 100 times already.
Get Jacob away from Solo now. We've seen this. I don't need a blow off. Just get him doing something else. Anything else would be more interesting. I don't need to see him run through all these Samoan guys on the way to being in the Rumble and doing well. Just put him, program him with someone else already.
Yeah, just run far
Just
away.
get away from him. I'm tired of
Like
this.
Jenny and Forrest Gump, like,
Yeah.
make me a bird so I can fly far away from here.
If they say Jacob Fatu is somebody they have plans for, and I know that they protected Solo.
Where can he go right now? What are you gonna do? What belt you gonna run him for?
I'd have him challenge Dom or do something with that. I don't know. Anything else. Literally anything else.
And
He
that's
could have been a formidable opponent for Gunther.
Yeah, why not? Hot John him right. Put him in the match right now. I don't.
Yeah, but what's his name had that spot?
No, I know. I'm
You're
just saying,
saying
like,
alternatively, instead of giving that Punk,
Yeah.
put Jacob Fatu in there. Would have been fine with it, man. I mean, like anything, like we have seen this all now so much. I don't need a Survivor Series War Games blow off between.
What did they do with them Monday night? Anything?
I didn't see Raw this past
You guys?
week.
they didn't do it. They weren't on it.
All right.
So I guess
well,
they're
that could be a
SmackDown.
good sign.
They're SmackDown
Raw,
guys.
Yeah, it's
Raw was
gotta be
actually pretty boring
I
for the
didn't
most
see
part.
it.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't see
And
it.
usually the ones after a pay-per-view were good.
I know.
Yeah.
Those
Like,
Monday
it was-
nights after pay-per-view used to be the good ones.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
nothing on Raw this
Look,
week.
this match didn't give you anything. And I said before the show, I said, one of the Samoans is taking a dive off the cage. Like, that's the only thing in
I
this
know,
match.
but it's just like, why are we doing the cage? You do the cage
To keep the other guys
so
out.
nobody can get in, but we're still going to do run-ins anyway.
right.
It's like,
The
Why?
cage isn't locked.
Because you open it, and then when he swings the door, it was an awful door swing, too. It hit both.
Did you have? Did any of you guys notice or have a serious problem with the camera cutting in this?
Horrible.
There was 142 camera cuts in
How do
that
you know
match.
that?
I counted.
You watched it today. You counted it.
There was 142
That
camera
seems
cuts
low.
in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
How long was it? In the time that they
Yeah,
were in the cage.
in a 12.5-minute match.
Yeah.
That's 12 a minute. That's one every 6
I know,
seconds.
but dude, you can just stay hard camera view on the cage match for 80% of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was like he leans him into the ropes, cut. He takes him off the ropes a little bit to shoot him in, cut. He's running across it, cut to another one. He hits the other ropes, cut. Like, it was like, dude, holy shit. It was like making me sick, actually. Like,
Yeah.
like nauseous sick. Like, too much movement. Like, I don't know. It was.
Work sucked. Production sucked. The booking sucked.
Then what's his name's not in the. It's a major difference.
Kevin
since what's
Dunn?
his name's not there. Yeah. No, that guy's God.
Dude, and what's his name? Who were the two guys that took the moonsault in the cage?
It was the tall one. I'm forgetting their names.
They all sound the exact same.
Tama what?
Tonga.
Hikuleo and
Well, the one
Tongaloa.
down-
Thank you.
How's Gunk the only one in this room right here know these guys?
Because they don't get a push. Why?
I know, but how does he know it? You guys better get your shit together.
He's a Mizark.
Yeah, he's a Mizark. You think I'm going to put this Mizark over?
Well,
No,
I'm
but-
a Mizark.
So am I.
All right, but what?
But on the Jacob moonsault, the one guy totally bailed, and the other guy caught it hard.
Saved his life.
Yeah, but he caught it hard.
Yeah.
Like that whole fucking moonsault. The other guy bailed. Whoever it was.
Finish this sucked though too. Everything about this sucked. I'm going 0 for this one. I'm on the hate train.
Get
Zero.
on.
0 stars.
Feels good, doesn't it,
I
Todd?
hated this match. I hated it. Ollie,
Zero.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of seeing run-ins on a fucking match where it's made to not have run-ins.
Yeah.
And we knew that it was coming. Like,
Oh, you knew
know
it was coming.
You're not even paying attention to the first fucking 5 minutes of this match.
It's like you're
would
making
you?
the match mean nothing. You're diminishing the angle. You're diminishing everything by just...
Oh no, if we make it a cage match, people will believe that there won't be a run-in.
I know, so you
mean,
can't
honestly, I
believe
think
it.
that's
You
the
can't
booking.
believe- You can't believe it anymore.
I think that is the booking hack. What do you give it, man?
Oh, it was horrible, but I can't give it a 0.
Yes, you can.
You can do it! Do it! It feels good! Do it! Everybody's doing it!
It's liberating.
Do it!
What'd you say?
It's liberating.
Do it!
I will not fold the pressure. And I didn't say peer pressure because there ain't my peer in this room.
Wow!
That's fucked up.
What do you give it, though, Hack?
I don't know. I'll give it a 0.
Zero's a baby.
Yes! Feel the
Sucker gin!
liberation!
The
Feel
pressure.
Let the
I
hate
suckered you guys.
I was on pins and needles.
Let the hate in. We're all turning heel. We're all turning heel. Ty, what do you give the match?
I'm gonna fill it out with
Yes.
a big fat 0, baby.
Yes.
Awful.
Good. Yeah, it sucked. Up next on the show. God, this wasn't bad. The IC title
good
match
either.
between Dominic and AJ Styles. I'm going to say some positive things. Let's try to be balanced here. I liked AJ Styles' entrance with the Eddie tribute.
Yes, agree.
I liked his gear, also an Eddie tribute. I liked Dom's gear, also a tribute to his dad when they had the match with Eddie at SummerSlam. So
I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, I like those things. Those things were cool in this.
And the Eddie spot.
I can do without Eddie tribute spots now. I am so tired of, and I love
The
Eddie.
chair spot was cool.
The
Was funny.
chair
That's
spot.
what I'm saying. The
Oh,
Eddie chair
yeah,
spot.
yeah. I thought it was
with the ref.
Amigos.
Yeah, I love
The
Yeah.
ref, that was the spot of the match.
Yeah.
That was the best spot in the match right there. And the way AJ was selling it with the chair on his head too,
Yeah.
made it. But as far as work goes, they didn't do anything in this match. And they didn't really have to.
Only just under 11 minutes.
It felt like a TV match to me more than anything.
Yep.
And I think that's part of my issue with these two shows is that this is arguably, second or third biggest show of the year.
Yeah.
And none of the matches felt...
No, isn't it? It's absolutely second.
Well, I think
Royal Rumble could be too.
It's
okay.
very close.
I think
it's
Rumble...
close.
Well, the way it's going, the Royal
It's
Rumble's
like-
1,000
and
times
it's-
better than what I just
It's
saw.
like the Rumble and SummerSlam are like 1A,
Yeah.
1B, and then Survivor Series is like right
4.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 easy Survivor Series.
But I think Rumble, if you had to ask people, I think Rumble's their second biggest.
Probably.
But SummerSlam is equally historically, they're one of their
Well,
biggest
Rumble
shows.
just because
The surprise element.
and the uniqueness of the match.
Right. But for a big show, like nobody was working like it was a big show.
Nobody.
Nobody was busting
I mean,
their
dude,
ass.
and it wasn't built up.
no.
Like to be, it's like everything is just like thrown together or something that you've seen already or something like that. Like the build to this was not good.
And this match was not one of those matches we've seen 1,000 times before, but it was just
And
okay.
this is your first ever 2-night stadium SummerSlam, and that's the work
No, they
and
did
the
it.
matches.
Did
we
they do
got.
it last year, 2 nights?
Nope.
No, it was just
First-
the one in Cleveland.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and like, dude, no.
It was a miss.
That's just hoarding the product, too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
also what they're talking about doing, Hack, is 2-night Survivor Series, 2-night Rumble, 2-night SummerSlam, 2-night
All
Money in the
warm
Bank,
weather, all outside, in huge
night-
stadiums.
2-night Money in the Bank. And I think you're going to see eventually, I don't know when the point is, but you're going to see diminishing results with the ticket sales for these shows because you are pricing out the average Joe to go to these shows.
And the work is dog shit.
Right. But like if you said you had you're a
You
father.
got so much talent, too.
I know, but if you're a father and you got 2 kids and you want to take them to SummerSlam, good luck. Good luck paying
And
for that.
be decent to where they can see.
Right.
Your
Good.
kids.
Good luck. That's a vacation cost.
Well, especially if you're going both nights.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
And you are pricing out a lot of average Joes from taking their kids to go see SummerSlam and WWE shows. And it's like, and you got rid of house shows, so you can't affordably see them there either. So it's like this is the TKO era, which is, you know...
Colton and Nash are going to love GCW.
Indie wrestling for your kids. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Get them the experience. They'll have just as much fun at that than they would a WWE show. You know what I mean? It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but...
No, they love it going to like hack shows and stuff like that. They're asking me when we're going again.
This match, though, nothing really special, but I got to give Hack credit. When they purchased AAA, Hack's looking bewildered over here. He's like, why are you putting me over? Months ago when they purchased AAA, you said the guy that they're going to push in AAA is Dom. And I said, Dom's never worked there before. He's an American.
He got a fucking stone cold Steve Austin fucking reaction.
Huge reaction in AAA. And Dom is going to go for their world championship soon. And I think Hack actually is going to nail a prediction with that. 100.
I don't even remember making that
Blind
prediction.
squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
No, you were adamant. You were like, Dom's going to go to AAA, and they're going to put the rocket on him. And I was like, well, I just didn't see it, right? I thought, like, you know, Phoenix or Andrade or Penta, one of those guys.
Well, but he's a name that they recognize. Mysterio. That's as good as gold.
Yeah, and
World around, because it's Netflix, more freaking people.
And I think you're going to be absolutely correct with that, Hack. I think Dom's going to be 2-belt Dom soon. I've watched.
That kid's good.
Double belt.
That kid is. He's so. Dude, it's just amazing. Like when you see people like Jade not get basically not much better at all compared to what that kid's done in his career. Well, he got thrown out there too early, obviously, but it's like, okay, there's the fire. You know, figure out how to not get burnt.
But I wish that they did some progressions in their storylines. There's no reason that the Judgment Day is still not broken up with Baylor and him. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what are you waiting for?
Nobody cares about the Judgment Day anymore.
I know,
gives a fuck.
but they care about Dom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Dom is somebody that I would say, like, you know, I know if I had to say who are the future of the company, Dom's up there.
He's got to be.
The guy, he is. He's in a great position where he needs to
face or heel.
Well, he hasn't done the baby turn yet, but when he does, man.
Well, when Finn and all them turn on him and kick him out of Judgment Day, that's going to be.
Well, it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Like baby fucking
You'd have thought it
rocket.
would have happened by now.
I would have, yeah. But I don't know.
But usually when that happens, though, somebody's out, somebody's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's his name's done? Finn's partner.
Oh,
JD
JD
McLoserface.
JD McLoserface. Mini Finn Balor is what I call
the
him.
dude can work and bump, but he's just nothing.
Yeah. As a match, though, just kind of there. How good?
I hated the finish.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
What he knew that he was going to go for the calf crusher, so he unzips his boot. Come on, man.
Yeah, the ref got distracted.
I know, it's like when Eddie did it, he was going against Kurt Angle, which is his finish is the ankle lock, so that makes sense that he's going to undo the boot. But like,
well, not to mention he unzips the boot and then they walk into the corner. He walks them down. He does all that. It's like it's not that. That's got to be something that happens immediately.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that and then do like half a spot and then go into. Like,
I hated it because he didn't load the boot.
Well, yeah.
I'd have given the match an 11 easy.
If he loaded it, right? You got
it took him
loaded
like 2
the boot.
minutes to get the boot
Kidding
off.
me? That would have been the greatest thing ever.
He finished it with a frog splash.
Oh, they can't believe they missed that. That would have been the best.
Yeah, see? Yeah. I give it
Loaded
2.5 stars. Ollie?
yeah, 2 for me.
Okay, Hack?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the match could have been way, way, way better. So like a 2.5.
Okay, Ty?
And that's some talent in that.
No, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, you expect a whole, but like, dude, nobody worked on this card. I mean, I'll give him a 2 just because it was halfway the.
It entertained me a little.
Yeah, it was fine. I like the spot where he fucking where Dom went up on the apron and did the little spin kick and kicked AJ off the apron
nice.
and he fell off. I like that spot, but other than that, there was just not much work done in any of this. So I don't know.
Up next was the WWE Undisputed Title match street fight between champion John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Well,
was this like 45 hours?
This
37.
Forever.
Fucking long match.
Oh
man.
my god! And so
100 finishers.
the John Cena heel turn lasted all of 4 months.
Yeah.
It's a
5
goddamn
months.
shame.
Oh wow,
is what it is.
seems longer.
5 months, right?
He turned the
Turned
baby,
it in February.
on a promo
On the night
on
before the show.
SmackDown.
Yep, on the go home SmackDown before the pay per view. That shows you right there.
This is just them, dude.
They have no.
I mean,
long-term-
obviously, the majority of the fan base doesn't like analyze wrestling like we do, or even really give a fuck about how anything looks. And obviously, WWE knows that, and so like they can just put this shit out. But people are getting smarter and smarter about and like, dude, people are getting fed up with this shit and how bad it really is.
Yeah,
Like they're gonna have a serious problem on their hands soon.
I agree, Ollie. I think that this is.
Don't say that.
Well, no, but the business.
No, but I'm saying like with them like
ebbs and flows.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like with them with coming with the new deal and making you like pay for more shit and all that, but you're not giving like people anything good to really watch. Like
Well, you gave him Brock.
Well, we'll get to
I know,
that
but
here.
people aren't really happy with that. It looks like.
Well, it's a lot.
To me, it's a lot of fake outrage.
Well, a lot of people are not happy about it, and I don't think it's fake. I think a lot of people are genuinely angry about it. Now, are they genuinely angry about it to the point that they're not going to consume WWE anymore? I don't know. But I think
Which is why I call it fake outrage.
to some people, yes.
You gonna tell your kids you can't watch it now?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I
You're
just-
telling your kid you can't watch it because of that. You don't even want to talk about that with your kid.
No, but I'm not saying that those are going to be the people that are outraged about it. And I think that with them, they have to be accountable to their stockholders and the stock price.
Stockholders,
Well, they
that's
clearly
all
don't
they
care.
care about.
They
All
don't.
they care about
They
is
have
price.
shown that they do not care.
Yeah.
And I heard Lance Storm this week, and I thought Lance Storm had a great take that I hadn't heard anybody else say. And he said that, the one people that they should worry about is how their female locker room takes it.
In-house talent. Yeah.
In-house takes it.
They ain't gonna say a freaking word.
Nope.
Well, then that just shows that they're afraid. Because I think if, it's a tough situation to grapple with. And I'm not saying people don't deserve second chances in life. I'm not saying we know all the facts of the Janelle Grant case. But it just felt like they're just trying to brush past it. Just keep it going, brush
Well, they
past
are
it.
because
they know people are still gonna fucking watch.
and they
Well, then
announced
that's their-
and all of a sudden they announced before this show that they're not going to do press conferences after the shows anymore.
That was such a but that's where also you have to call the media out as well, because here's the thing. Triple H was doing media for the ESPN deal on Tuesday. And when they asked him about Brock Lesnar's return, nobody at ESPN asked him a tough question about it. And how many interviews is he going to do where somebody asks him a tough question about it? He's not going to do
No,
that.
it's a promo. But it's not a deep dive investigation.
it's not.
a promo good for your.
And
How
so-
about on the fans chant "We want Cross" and he's like, "Yeah, you guys wanted Brock. You got him."
you guys got what you asked for.
I know.
They're not even saying Brock.
I know. He sounded so poorly in that moment. And it's like, I don't blame them for not doing those phony press conferences anymore.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid.
They're stupid.
It's
People
not.
ask them-
It's not
They
a
only
fucking
started doing it because AEW started doing it.
Right.
It's not a pro basketball game.
Right. But at the same time, there are...
Yeah, I thought I had a good night. You know?
But at the same time...
Yeah, it's like, look, you don't fucking see
Back
a
to the
movie.
drawing board.
You know, dude, it's not a sport. You don't go to a movie and they do interviews afterwards.
No, but they do
You know what I'm
press...
saying? They don't do them after a play.
Right, and I'm not saying there's not people in Hollywood that don't
But they
have...
don't. It's kind of ridiculous.
You're like, yeah, I had a great night.
Right.
Like,
It's kind of ridiculous to have a press conference about something that wasn't real.
I know, it's silly. It's silly.
You're like, yeah, what did you
But-
think? What did you think you did well tonight? How was that working for you?
Well,
for the future?
we kind of fucked up every spot in that match, and
I was blown early.
yeah, you're not getting any genuine stuff in those conferences,
No.
but there are a lot of legitimate journalist, capital J journalist questions to ask of a Triple H or ask of a WWE. How did you come to making this decision because he was previously banished? What's the change in direction? What made you change? Was it new information?
Because our product's the shit and we need a bang right now.
That's it, Hack. It's not there is no moral change. There is no discovery change.
Money.
It is all about the almighty dollar. I don't think it's anything different.
And the decision to take the belt off Cena, if you do that, there's nobody else to put him with unless you bring somebody else new in.
Well, I disagree with that because you have...
Randy.
Well, you've already done the Randy match. But I think...
Well, who cares? They do fucking...
Why couldn't I do... Like, Cena's final match, why couldn't it be with an LA Knight? Why couldn't it be with a Jacob Fatu? Why couldn't it be with...
Making
a Dominic.
Making a Montez Ford.
Making a Montez Ford. You have plenty. Why couldn't it be with Andrade? Why couldn't it be? You have so...
Yeah, but I don't think Brock's his final match.
You think it's the Survivor Series and then December's final?
I think this is going to be
Paris.
like close.
Paris. Or
there's Paris.
Hey, can you see John going out and losing to Brock?
But what does it matter, though?
Not the point. Who cares? We know they're thinking like that.
Off air last week, we were talking Brock because we watched SummerSlam 2002, and we were talking about whether or not we thought Brock was going to come back, and we were talking about who we would match him up with. And my argument against bringing Brock back, besides the moral stuff or whatever, was that I didn't see the opponents for him to work with to do big business with, and that unless you're doing him and Braun Breaker. Seeing the Brock Lesnar Suplex City show,
he dwarfs Brady. They would never put them two in the ring together. They want Breaker to go up, not down.
Okay, what about him and Fatu?
Breaker didn't need to go down right now.
When we were talking about it last week,
same thing size wise, dude. He's a big dude.
There's not many guys size wise besides an Obafemi that could show size comparison to Brock
or Trey.
Yeah,
dude, Trey, he's a big motherfucker.
He is,
dude.
But I don't see that as something they would do. And like Brock coming back, I don't know how much meat is left on the bone that's actually interesting wrestling stuff. I'm just saying interesting wrestling matches for Brock Lesnar and WWE, not any of the moral stuff. I don't think there's a ton out there that he's going to do that's going to really interest me. Like, I'm not interested in ever seeing him work Roman again.
Feed him some of this shit people on this card. Feed him everybody that's
Cena going to do 100 German suplexes and then a couple fucking
It's going to suck.
It's going to be the F5s and the AAs.
It is, I will tell you right now, as we sit here on August 7th, that match between him and Cena will not be good.
I mean, you can do him and Seth. Brock.
Yeah, and
didn't they already do that?
They've done that before.
Yeah.
So it's like
everything. That's not a good matchup.
Everything they've already done.
I know.
I don't see what there is for Brock to do that's interesting.
Yeah, I just thought
it's a cash grab.
I just thought, clearly. I just thought with Cena losing the belt, there's nobody else to put him up against that anybody cares about anymore.
Right.
No, there really isn't, and
that's the only reason why I thought.
Because that's somewhere for Cena to go up after losing the championship.
Right, is to conquer Brock.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that you can put him up against that is going to matter.
Yeah, let's get to this match, though. This match itself, I've seen a lot of mixed reactions to it online, and I thought it was good in spots. Yeah. But the finisher spamming of this and the amount of AAs that he kicked out of,
a million.
Was it 9 or 10?
Yeah.
I mean, how many crossroads did it take to put Cena down? It was just... all of it was too much. And how long did it go, Ollie?
37 minutes.
37 minutes? Like, this could have used an editor and could have shaved 10 or 15 minutes off of it.
I fast forward through
there
at
you
least
go.
10 minutes.
What, when
you know the time? Yeah, you know you can fast forward.
It was just a lot where it was like... And the crowd was into it in the later parts of this match. Like, really, really into it. And Cena, for the first time since he's been doing this heel run... And he's not a heel anymore because
his bald spot's so much smaller.
Well, he's got good plugs. That's those Hollywood plugs from Turkey, man. That's where they go. They go to Turkey to get the hair.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, Turkey's the spot to go apparently for the plugs. Yeah.
Wow.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah. But did you guys like this match? Because I was kind of like I don't know how to feel about it because like at the end, obviously when when he kicked out of the AA off the top rope, and when he kicked out of the 3 crossroads, those are like, what the fuck? You know, Cody even said that to the ref instead of a shocked face. But I don't know. I just kind of didn't really.
I liked it just because of the sheer fact that Cena worked. Like,
he did.
It was that was like they could have went out there and got over with the just working the crowd and
did
doing
what
whatever
they did at WrestleMania.
Yeah, did over
which was
before.
nothing.
But no, they actually worked in this match, and I mean there was 100 finishers that we were kicked out of, and Cena got the pile driver. He got pile driven, which is the no.
Yeah, he did bust that out,
which is
cool.
the no, and
we don't do that here, but I let him slide.
And he kicked out, and then was dead, and then got up and did the AA, and then was dead, and then I don't know. I just appreciated the fact that they worked. Now I don't know that.
Dude, the whole card's bad if Ty's saying they were just happy that these guys worked here.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how bad the whole card is.
No, but it's not that nobody else didn't work. It's just
But
the fact
also
that
Cena
went out there and gave just about everything he could give.
Dude, I expected that.
You did.
I totally expected that. He doesn't want to go out looking like shit.
Well,
he wants to go out there having a great freaking match.
Yeah, but he also hasn't done much the past couple matches he's had. Now, they haven't been bad. They've been fine, and because he's seen it and it gets over, and the construction of the matches have been good. But he actually put himself out there and fucking worked for fucking 40 minutes.
Well, and also he wants Cody. He wants it to mean something when Cody beats him. Also,
Sure. Which I think it did. I mean, Cody sold it like it mattered to him.
Well, and after Cena was like, "That's the best I got." You saw his face telling the crowd that's the best I.
And that's such a great answer.
Yeah,
which is kind of
That's
true.
such a great answer.
Yeah.
It is true.
It's such a great answer.
You can see it in Cena's work, and it's not just this comeback this year. You've seen it over the last couple of years with Cena when he makes his returns.
And he's just
Look at his little low top sneakers. Those
He just doesn't have it anymore, and I don't know. There's no specific
He was always a little mechanical.
I know, but Cena was great. If you go back and watch some of those John Cena matches, and I've seen him work with guys like the Great Khali, for example. You couldn't have a good match with the Great Khali. But yet John Cena had a 4-star match with the Great Khali. And people say he's not a great worker. And I know Cena is actually a great worker. It's just, some of his holds are loosey-goosey. His punches don't look great.
No, but he plays to his strengths what gets over.
Yes.
That's why he does the 5-knuckle shuffle where he doesn't touch anybody.
Not at all.
He's never ever hit anybody in the head once with that thing.
Never.
It's the greatest spot ever.
It's fantastic.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it seems like he's not a great worker because he doesn't have to. He just plays to his strengths and fucking...
Wrestlers will work their whole career to try to come up with something like that. A 5-knuckle shuffle. And get that over... Yeah, it's pointing to hack over here.
It's the greatest thing ever, doing nothing.
Doing nothing. And it's I appreciate that. And I think John Cena actually is a great worker, even though he's not. Because he's all the things that are a great worker.
Yep.
And he's been a bell cow for WWE for so long that I've wished that this last run of his was better, and that instead we're going to look back at this heel run and be like, what the hell was that?
And be like, that was it?
That was terrible. It was really bad stuff.
And it was going great, too.
Well, the original angle was great. It was shocking. It was like, wow, what are we going to do? But then nothing since then has been any good. And
it doesn't help that The Rock basically made him turn heel, and you haven't seen The Rock since.
Nope, haven't seen him since. And they're trying to pass.
It's I sold my soul to The Rock. Okay, well, where's he been?
We don't know.
Right,
that'll have to be on season 3 of WWE Unreal because
That's a great point.
We haven't seen
That's
him.
a great point.
But that's part of why I've told you, Hack.
I know, but The Rock easily could have came out in that match.
The Rock could be.
I thought he was going to.
And maybe at the point when the kid doesn't want to beat him. You know what I mean? And you can see him feeling bad for him. You know what I mean? You could have brought out The Rock right then, and you could have had Cena turn on The Rock, but then turn over and then take a loss
Well,
right
when
there.
You could have one more time as the devil tempting him, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly,
then he truly says, no,
and turns right into the finish.
Boom. And that would be great.
Well, when I saw the baby turn, when I saw the baby turn promo that Cena did, I'm like, oh, this is like a fake baby turn. Rock's gonna have him fuck it, like he's gonna be like, oh, you thought I was babe, I turned baby, I'm still fucking heel, or Rock. Cody was gonna fucking double and go with the Rock, and he was gonna turn heel. I thought it was gonna be one of those two.
So that's why I also think they did their break in case of emergency glass and got Brock Lesnar back, is because they didn't have any other ideas.
Probably.
And I think that they really didn't.
Yeah, I know, but if you think about it, it wasn't good enough for for the kid to win the belt for
Cody?
No, the other kid.
Who?
Seth?
No, freaking Punk.
Punk.
It wasn't good for Punk. It wasn't good enough for Punk to win the belt. They needed something more.
Well, they had the Seth Cashin.
You had to do the Seth Cashin angle, right?
Yeah.
So if you're saying you want to do something big to end both nights, you had to do something night one and something night two.
Cody beating Cena isn't big enough.
I think it would have been just fine, but it would have came across flat.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't do the Brock stuff, it would have just been that was a pretty bad SummerSlam.
Like that happened, and I'm like, so Cody's got. I hated it. I'm like, so Cody's got the belt again now, and Cena's
Cody's their draw, and he's their champ.
I
And
know,
strong
but
well.
it was just a combination of the Cena face and the Cody getting the belt back.
Yeah.
Where like it's just
It was just a horror angle. The whole thing, taking the belt off of Cody,
was bad. Yeah. Listen. They have been doing a lot of bad booking decisions.
I mean, the whole thing was good. The very original thing when things go like that. But everything after that was downhill.
Yeah. So as a match, though, I can't give this more than 3 stars. Ollie?
Yeah, like 2.5.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Hack?
I don't know. I gotta give it 3.5.
3.5?
Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4.
4.
Because
Cena tried.
The work, like they fucking worked. They fucking worked.
Great
It's
falses.
sad.
They did.
Great falses.
Yeah.
No, they
But me, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I couldn't buy any of them because I know they're going to go through shitloads of them.
nothing mattered at all until they got to the false fault. Like you got to when you had the point where like this could be the finish, the 3 crossroads. Or the super AA off the top rope.
Yeah.
Those were the ones
Those are the only times where you're like, and even then I wasn't even really bought in.
Yeah. So that was,
well, I think actually because I thought there was going to be like a Rock run in. I think maybe that's because I didn't buy in as much, but
yeah. That was
I was saying
SummerSlam.
the finish wasn't happening until after the run.
yeah, right. So I wasn't invested either way. Yeah.
You can watch it, be on your phone, kind of at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it. If you smash.
That was SummerSlam night 2. I don't give it much of a rating. I give it a 1 out of 10. Ollie.
Yeah, like a 2.
Yeah. Hack. Okay. Ty.
Yeah, I guess I'll go 2 because it was better than the other one.
Yeah, there was some shit on there though.
Yeah.
Like, dude, for SummerSlam, like,
These are strong thumbs down shows, I would say, for both.
that's bad for SummerSlam, man.
Some housekeeping. Check out Reactions on YouTube. This companion content with Hack and Gunky. It's getting a lot of great feedback, so make sure you're subscribed to the Sandman podcast
Yeah, I heard
on
they're
YouTube.
loving Gunky.
They are. Gunky's great, man. I was telling
Bitches love Gunky.
Hair's over. If you can't be over with that hair, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Well, he's a Mizark anyway. And look for more episodes of Reactions coming soon. Also, a note, we are shipping up to Boston Saturday, August 23rd at Widowmaker Brewing Company. Sandman's going to be appearing and signing for Focus Pro Wrestling. Come on out if you're in the Boston area on 823 to Widowmaker Brewing, 220 Wood Road, Braintree, Mass. It looks like a really fun card, too. There's a lot of interesting talent on that show.
Yeah,
And then on Sunday, August 24th, Major Figure Pod, Big Ass Extreme Bash at Kowloon Restaurant in Boston. Doors open up at 1 and the show starts at 2. Join Sandman, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, and the Major Figure Pod team, Brian Myers, Smart Mark Sterling, and Matt Cardona. If you guys want
John from Boston.
And John from Boston was texting
My
the
boy's
Instagram.
gonna be there.
That's what he said. He was texting the Instagram account today. And if you guys want to participate, there's going to be an extreme cosplay contest where the winner gets a signed replica of an ECW title belt signed by Tommy, Raven, and UHAC. So
No, they better be paying. They're paying me for that. I ain't signing that.
talk to Myers, man. So head on over to MajorWFPod.com for ticket information. We are headed up to Boston, so it's gonna be some fun weekend there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Next week on the show.
Worst thing ever.
Well, speaking of worst things ever, next week on the show, this is going to be a special can't-miss show. I've been cooking this up with Elliot's Wrestling Twitter and Gotch-style bong rips on Instagram. We have compiled a list of 64 of the best wrestlers you've ever been in the ring with, Hack, and you'll be forced to pick who goes over to crown your greatest
Well,
opponent.
you better have the list made because
We do.
I'll be done at like 15.
Well, no, we have this seeded out and everything. This is NCAA March Madness tournament style. So they will be seeded.
You only worked with 64 people in your career?
No, these are the best 64. So these are
I
seeded.
would say not much more than that.
These are seeded 1 through 16. We have 4 regions, and when the smoke settles, we will have your
When the
greatest
smoke
opponent
settles.
ever. I cannot wait for you to not remember.
It's gotta be Sabu.
Well, I cannot remember. I can't wait for you to not remember
He
sharing
just
the ring.
died.
with
Sabu's
names.
gotta get the win, doesn't
Well,
he?
hold on. We're gonna put out these brackets.
No, the Hackett.
Oh, the Hackett. I like it.
Come on, how did
Yeah,
you
the
not think of
Hackett.
that? I
There
just
we
saw that
go.
off the top of my
The
head.
Hackett.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I mean, but seriously, looking over your career on Cage Match, it's really a remarkable list of like 80s, 90s, and 2000s, even some current day stars. Like, I bet you didn't know you shared the ring with Brody King from AEW.
Your boy.
Yeah, your
I would
boy.
have said not.
Yeah.
You know me. I would
Yeah.
have said, I
But
don't
gu-
remember.
Even guys like that to the Great Muta. Do you remember working the Great Muta at all?
I worked him in a match?
Yeah!
Who was it?
You, Muta, and Steve Carino in a 3-way. How about that, Hack?
I would have said I never remember.
Well, we cannot wait for this Hackett next week for the who is the best.
Dude, how come it's all the super fit? I don't remember being in there with Bischoff. I don't remember being in there with freaking Vince. I don't remember being in there with all these freaking dudes.
Well, your memory's not the best sometimes, but can't wait for the show next week.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's going to be a great show. As always, listener questions send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. We got a lot in the mailbox, so bear with us if we haven't had the chance to get to your email. We're going to get it on a future show. Bryson Scott
That's a lie.
from San Antonio writes in,
Bryson Stott of the Phillies?
San
No,
Antonio,
no.
hey, how's the Riverwalk doing?
What's
I
up?
think the Riverwalk's in San
Yes, it is.
Right.
What's up, Hack and the Hack Nuts, best swimmers in Tosh? So this is your boy who's married to Simply Luscious. Crazy story.
Oh, nice.
We've met in
She
February.
just reminded me of me and her in Mexico when I lost my pills
Okay. He said, crazy
in
story.
Monterey.
We met in February of 2012, 3 months after I returned home from Iraq. The show was in NSF in Killeen, Texas. You came to the venue already plastered and climbed in the ring with me while I was rolling around with someone else and started rolling around with me. I still remember reversing your hammerlock into one of my own and you saying, "Fucking loosen up, kid." You ended up caning me on the show that night. Veronica, Simply Luscious, told you to lay it in at the time because she hated me at the time, and you told her, "No, he's a good kid." A year and 4 months later, Veronica and I will get married.
Fucked up.
What's your best memories with Luscious on the road? So besides
Dude, there's
Mexico,
8 million. I used to. She would pick me up Wednesday morning, and then we would drive down and back. And dude, I was doing a lot of. I was doing so many, like 4 or 5 80 oxys a day, and like an 8-ball coke, like every day. And she would pick me up. We'd go to Baltimore, and then go to freaking what's the name together. But just traveling with her. What a great chick. She's the best.
he also said, "I'm attaching a picture of the show where Hack caned me, and he ended up working Charlie Haas that night." So he ended up working
Charlie
Charlie Haas
Haas,
on the
all
show.
right.
Okay. I don't
Work Charlie.
Yeah, I don't think he made the field of 64.
I was going to say,
but
is he in the Hackett?
I don't think he's in the Hackett, but
Charlie's a great dude too.
good stuff there. Ryan from Massillon, Ohio writes in, if you had to make a DVD of top 10 matches in ECW, what would each of your picks be? Oh, man, that's a future show. We've already done our favorite ECW matches, too. We had Joey Janela down at Suplex. So
Yeah,
most of
go
those-
back in the pod
archives.
archives and
There you
you'll
go.
figure them out.
Also,
Episode 23.
there you go, Hack. I don't know if that's correct. Just
Definitely not correct at all.
Also,
didn't want to completely bury a hack.
I
but-
also
I thought that was the idea. That's why I said it. No.
if WWE called and asked you for you to be
Yes.
a producer, do you take the job, money aside?
Yes.
Yes. You
Yeah,
would.
I would go just to love to go see what's going on up there.
And would you be
No,
yourself?
I'd probably quit in like a week. Unless it's different now. I don't know.
It probably isn't. John from Hopatcong, New Jersey writes
Hi,
in,
Hopatcong.
Hey, Uncle Hack and the Sandy Cheekies.
All right, Sandy Cheek.
I met you, Hack, at the ACW event up in Poughkeepsie in the beginning of the year. You were a surprise guest for Tommy Dreamer's match. I popped huge for it. I got 2 questions for you. Have you ever gotten annoyed with a fan or shot at someone when they wanted a free shirt or gave you a hard time with prices on your meet and greets? No, it's
No,
kind
they're my baby face.
yeah. You're
If you were an idiot, I might have called you an idiot, but
I've seen you kind of like deal with people who are you're just like, whatever. It's not like a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Remember that guy at WrestleMania last year or 2 years ago when he was
yeah, I remember him,
No,
Jed.
he tried to give you a Lanark Diner shirt and acted like it was like a real favor. And then like 15 minutes later, he was trying to like cheese some free stuff, like
I
free
do
autographs.
remember the Lanark
Remember
Diners
this
thing.
The way you handled it afterwards, you were like, he thinks because I gave him a Lanark, she gave me a Lanark shirt, I'm going to sign free shit. Good luck, kid.
Yeah, I was wearing that Lanark shirt yesterday.
It was just great that like he gave you a free thing just to only ask for something a couple minutes later, and the way he
Yeah,
handled
we're
it
like,
was
oh
great.
yeah, this was such a kind gesture,
Yeah,
dude. Obviously, you had a fucking
Lanark Diner shirt.
Wonder how many guys he tried that with.
You're the only one who would know Lanark
Dude, you
Diner.
think it's the only Lanark Diner in the United States?
Who else would pop for the backstage for the Lanark
Somebody
Diner
else
shirt?
who lives near Lanark
It's not like
Diner.
a Washington Avenue shirt.
Yeah. Martin Luther King Boulevard.
There you go.
Has a fan ever gotten physical with you while you were wrestling or pissed you off when you're coming down in the ring to make your entrance?
No, one time, me and Cactus in Davie Arena, a guy fucked with us, but that's about the only time.
That's Lauderdale, right?
Yeah.
Davey?
No, Davie's,
I don't know.
north.
Okay.
Lanark Diner.
Lanark Diner.
Yeah.
There you go. Silver Linings
Jacksonville.
Playbook booth. He also said, I'm a huge supporter of your cash-only policy for your meet and greets that night in Poughkeepsie. A lot of people on the line were upset with you because nobody carries cash anymore. I had a feeling you were going to want cash, so I ran to the ATM, snagged $60. I got back in line. You saw me have my cash in hand. You pointed at me and said, come on, kid. You grabbed me, put your arm around me, took a photo with me. We laughed about you almost eating shit down the stairs. I also told you I love the pod, and you thanked me. Keep doing your thing, fellas. I'll be forever a fan of the pod.
Thanks,
Word.
man.
Thanks,
for
brother.
Thank you, man. Josh from Hamilton, Ohio writes in, hey, fellas, kind of a random question here. It seemed like back in the 90s when I was watching wrestling as a kid, the entrance music generally went pretty hard. Some guys even got to use famous songs from popular bands, like Hack. But the originals were also good enough that they sold CDs with all the biggest wrestlers' music. Some of the current stuff is okay, but for the most part, it just doesn't really hit the same. So I want to know, who do you think is the best and worst entrance music of today? And also, who do you think is the best and worst entrance music of all time? Not trying to bury anyone here, but some great wrestlers have had shit music. Thanks for the great podcast. You guys rock. I think in general, entrance music, like if you're not hearing it after the first couple notes and you know who's coming out, the song's not really that good.
Our new closer's got good entrance music, too.
Oh, Duran, yeah, that's great.
Entrance music as a whole really is kind of lacking around
Totally.
like wrestling, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
For me, like recognition of whose it is.
Right.
I don't know
is down.
anybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Their music hits, I'm
Like,
like,
for
all
me,
right.
honestly,
Cody's got a great song. Cody's song's
I
great.
wouldn't know it.
Yeah, it's fine. Like Seth.
Now I would know that.
Seth, I guess, kind of, but not really.
I enjoy Seth just because of the.
Yeah.
For like songs that aren't like actual songs, like I like MJF's. Like you hear those first couple notes,
Yeah.
like you immediately know MJF's coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I like the Hurt Business coming out to We Hurt People. West Side Smoke Dizza, friend of the show.
He just had a singles match last night against Jay and the Hurt Foundation, or the Hurt.
Well, they're not together anymore.
Oh, those guys
Yeah,
split?
they've split in storyline. Yeah.
I was wondering why he was even with them at all in the first place.
Something
It made no
there's
sense.
some stuff going on there backstage. I think with the Hurt Syndicate. I don't know if they got some heat. I just seen some dirt sheet stuff. But then MVP was making fun of it too, so I don't know what's real or not. Anybody come out to you, Ollie, for music? You hearing?
I don't know. I mean, Swerve.
Swerve, great song, yes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of like AEW guys, I feel like you were saying, within like the first couple notes, everyone pretty much knows who it is. Like they've got pretty like distinct music as far as it goes.
Anybody for you, Hack?
Cassidy.
Oh yeah,
that is a
great song.
Yeah,
great song, man. Really
I
good.
haven't seen that dude.
He's been hurt.
Oh, is that the deal?
Yeah, you worked him too, by the way.
Yeah,
you do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're telling us what he's going to do, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And somebody that I trusted said, Hack, it'll be good. So I was like, all right, let's get it. And it was everything I could do to stop from fucking just cracking up out there.
Hack, you said you thought like they were ribbing you, right?
Something.
Yeah, like he was like, dude, they ribbing me right now.
Are you serious? You do this?
Unfortunately, I think he's an outside looking in. I don't think he made the tournament, but we're gonna have to. We might have to see if we can squeeze him in. Anybody for you, Ty?
No, like I said, like I enjoy Seth just because it comes out hot, like with the serenade of it behind it. But like, I mean, I don't know. There's not like too much. I mean, I agree with the Swerve and the Cassie. Like those are all good.
Yeah. Heart Attack Rick writes in.
Ricky.
What's up, High Chief, Hack a Loser, and the Pound Town Gang? Well. How much did they pay Hack to book this shitty-ass SummerSlam? Because it fucking sucked.
Fucking wow. He's usually on, though.
He is, and he said, because it fucking sucked, just like a certain 5-time chump. Wow.
That was
Steve Camino, wow.
He's
dude, I might be, I wouldn't know how to do it, but I might block you.
He's taking these are receipts for your comments about Rick a couple weeks ago. Rick's been coming at you the last couple weeks. Next week on the show, the Hardcore Hack Invitational, the Hack It. Who will be the greatest opponent of the Sandman's storied career? But before we go, Hack, the Cane of the Week or the Toast of the Week?
Go Birds.
Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside?